Hello, meatbags, bots, and other sentient forms out there. Recently, the meatbag brought the voice of R0gers back from the dead to tell Boogie2988 he couldn't even pick the lint off of Mr. Rogers' cardigan. You see, Boogie thinks he and Mr. Rogers have a lot in common. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, Boogie. R0gers was well known for scams, lying, and his much younger girlfriends. And the hookers can't forget them. Anyway, while he's here, we think he might be able to get through to Raxo. Emphasis on might. So, having said that, my introduction duties are now complete. Let him have it, Freddy.
Hello, Chance. When Roboto-san told me about you, I was skeptical. How could one person do so many terrible things and then blame others for his choices? Well, after watching your videos, concerts, and panel appearances, I think I can tell what has gone wrong. It breaks my heart to see the situation you are in, and I think you've been let down by the people you trust the most. It is obvious that you have been lied to for a very, very long time. It's also obvious that you are confused. So I want to answer some of the questions you have, and maybe show you where you have gone wrong. The first thing you need to accept is both simple and probably incredibly painful. I will not beat around the bush, Chance. You are clearly handicapped. I do not mean physically, though you may have some issues there. The handicap I'm talking about is in your mind. You see, your brain did not develop the way most people's do. A normal person, as they grow, learns that how they deal with the problems life throws their way is a reflection of who they are. Let's compare your actions with what society expects from a grown-up. By the way, you are a grown-up, Chance. Society sees anyone over the age of 30 as a definite adult. If I found myself on a live panel with someone like Music Biz Marty, and he treated me the way he treats you, I too would be quite angry. But Chance, I would not flash the entire live stream, for many reasons. First, I don't want the public to see my penis. As a normal human being, that would make me feel great shame. Not only for being a vulgar display, but because it would also show I'm not mature or intelligent enough to handle conflict. Flashing a stream is the same thing as punching someone you are arguing with. It shows you can't beat their argument intellectually. Chance, normal people can't be forced to flash by hurtful words. Normal people get away from the unpleasant situation. You are so filled with rage and so handicapped in your thinking. Committing a crime actually seems like the logical thing to you. The fact is, you had several ways you could have handled things without being a vile pervert. You could have simply left and reported Marty for harassment. You could have continued to try defending yourself with words. You also could have simply not gotten on panel with Marty. Instead of doing these normal things, you have chosen many times to victimize the people watching out of a need for vengeance, just like a spoiled child. Anyone who has told you that you're just as smart and capable as any other person has lied to your face. In a way, it's almost understandable. Nobody wants to tell a kid that they're mentally handicapped. The child certainly doesn't want to hear it, even though it is the truth. So instead of setting your expectations to something realistic, people like Sally have told you to chase your dreams. Never mind that the dream you're pursuing is a fantasy. Better to let you feel good about yourself rather than face reality. So you are now convinced, possibly irreversibly, that you're going to be a rich and famous entertainer. Despite being shown on many occasions that you don't have the talent or temperament to be what you want to be. Chance, how many times have you seen a musician you like sing over someone else's vocals? What you do is fun, but it's not entertaining for anyone else, at least not in the way you intend it to be. You do draw a small crowd, and they are there to make fun of and also encourage you to continue, so they can keep making fun of you, not because they enjoy your performance. However, even if you had been blessed with a modicum of talent, you would be canceled the first time you called someone the N-word or some other ethnic slur. And let's not forget the F-bombs either. And I do not mean fuck. When was the last time you heard a famous musician call someone a hook-nosed K-word? That chance is just as career-killing as having no talent. You literally have 2 major strikes against you already. Strike 3 is all the times you've been caught being inappropriate with people saying they are underage. Chance, while those people weren't, we have no way to know whether you've actually done it with underage children. I would assume you have, because you keep coming back to that well. No matter how many times you're caught, you, Chance, are somebody who needs to be cared for and monitored. You need care because you literally can't take care of yourself, and monitoring to make sure you aren't victimizing wayward children. In a way, what people like Sally have done to you is cruel. You're essentially a bird born with no wings, and Sally's been telling you that you can soar like anyone else. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, really. You'd be much happier finding something more realistic to apply yourself to, and children would be a little bit safer online. It all seems so simple, but of course it's not. Even though Roboto seems to think I might get through to you, I know you simply can't receive the message I'm trying to give. So I'm going back to dead. I'll see you on the dark side of the moon meatbags.
Wow, I did not see that coming! However, after thinking it through, it makes sense that even a saint like Mr. Rogers wouldn't be able to undo the damage that's been done to the meatbaggie. Not sure if Chance should be honored or ashamed that even the nicest guy ever thinks he's a lost cause. Observation. When you're right, you're right. And Mr. Rogers is right. Thank you for observing this. Have a super day. Or night.